used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for, and if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, what you've done to me, what you've done to me. You make me feel so good inside, good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel.
World, I want to leave you better. I want my life to matter. I am afraid I have no purpose here. I watch the news on TV, abandon myself daily. I am afraid to let you see the real me. When it falls, when it falls, pouring on me, the rain it falls, when it falls, sowing the seeds of love and hope, love and hope. We don't have to stay stuck in the weeds. Have I the courage to change? Have I the courage to change? Have I the courage to change today? Have I the courage to change? Have I the courage to change? Have I the courage to change today? You're not alone, you're not alone.
I remember when I met you, I didn't wanna fall. Felt my hands were shaking, 'cause you looked so beautiful.
I remember when you kissed me, I knew you were the one. All my hands were shaking when you played my favorite song. I don't know why, but every time I look into your eyes, I see 1,000 falling shooting stars. And yes, I love you. I can't believe that every night you're by my side. Promise I'll stay here till the morning and pick you up when you're falling, when the rain gets rough, when you've had enough. I'll just sweep you off your feet and fix you with my love, my only one, my only one. Tell me how you do it, I can barely breathe with the smile you get. You get the best of me, and all I really want is to give you all of me. Tell me how you do it, how you bring me back to life, then make my heartbeat stop. I can't take it, I don't know why, but every time I look into your eyes, I see 1,000 falling shooting stars. And yes, I love you. I can't believe that every night you're by my side. Voy a cuidarte por las noches, voy a amarte sin reproches, te voy a extrañar en la tempestad, y aunque existan 1000 razones para renunciar, promise I'll stay here till the morning and pick you up when you're falling, when the rain gets rough, when you've had enough. I'll just sweep you off your feet and fix you with my love, my only one. There's no one else, my only one. There's no one else. You are my only one. It's just there's no one else, my only one, my only.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to our channel, Brandon Tobias' Twin Soul Tarot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the weekly live stream where we talk about true love, the essence of true love, the journey of true love, what's going on in true love. What we do is we draw tarot cards. We get channeled messages from the divine. We look at the astrological horoscopes and we seek to understand what is going on in the world right now when it comes to love and in life, and how we can all navigate this current time to make the best possible decisions in every single aspect of our life. Now, we are all human, myself included. But that doesn't mean that we can't be open to receiving and asking for help and for guidance from our spirit guides, from our angels, the loved ones, and the masters, these higher dimensional beings that exist that are here to help. Now, one of the things I've realized I'm here to do is to help channel those messages, channel that information so that the collective we are speaking to here and now can understand the best possible way forward. I want to talk about the word best real quick because I think that gets a little confusing for a lot of people. Well, I get a lot of questions around, Brandon, how do I know what my best path is? How do I know if I should choose this particular person? How do I know if I should choose this path? And the word best is a very subjective word, all right? Many people think it's an objective word. What is the best objectively possible best path, right? What is the objective best path that exists due to someone else's opinion or God or the angels or the guides. The truth is that there is no objectively best path to choose. There is no objectively best person to choose. There is only the path that you choose in every single moment, in every single minute and aspect of your life. There is no highest, best possible timeline that you can get onto unless you choose that is for you your best, highest possible timeline. There are no wrong choices. There are no wrong people. There is only what you desire to experience in each and every single moment. Because the truth is, we are all a piece of God. We all have God inside of us. He does not exist outside of us as some external being looking down on us, telling us which way is the right way to go, which way is the wrong way to go, and if you don't get there, you're going to go to hell. This isn't to say that if you believe in hell that you are wrong, because you are also not wrong. Hell exists in many forms, in many ways, and people can have their own personal version of what hell is, even here on earth, if they choose things that are outside of what their soul wanted them or wants them to desire. If they choose things that are outside of what is for the highest good, not only for themselves, but for everyone around. And if everyone wants a little bit of guidance, well, if you say, Brandon, okay, great, we can choose whatever we want to experience, and that will be the best, but still, I need some help knowing what is best for myself. How many guys are in this situation where you're like, I don't really know what is best for myself, and I need some help clarifying that? You guys can give me a virtual hand raise if that rings true with you. And what I would say is this, here's one piece of guidance that I've learned along the journey, that I've channeled from the divine many, many times, and that is what is best for you is not only what you desire to experience, but is what is you believe for your highest good, for your highest possible good, your highest possible destination, your highest possible journey in this lifetime. That again, you want to experience, that also results in the highest possible journey and destination for every single person around you, every single aspect of God around you. What is the best, highest possible result and journey that you can choose to go on in your lifetime, that you're going to exert energy towards? If you had to choose something, someone, some aspect of life that you had to exert a lot of energy towards, that you had to put a lot of time in, a lot of dedication, a lot of stuff in, investment money maybe, what is it that you feel would be worth the investment of your time, of your energy, of your dedication, of yourself, of your peace of God? And if you can answer that particular question, you have found your way. What in this moment would feel best for you, that you can invest your time and energy towards, that would give you something just, if not more valuable, in return for your particular efforts? That at the same time not only gives you this particular benefit, but also will possibly, with your intention, benefit the rest of the world. And this, my friends, if you'd like some guidance in this particular moment, if you ask yourself this question, you will find your way. You will find your way. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if this was helpful and how you guys felt about this. If you agree, if you disagree, it's okay. This is one thing that comes to heart and to mind. Now, let's get into the soul of why we are here, the whole reason why we're here. We are here for what we call, okay, this is going to be an interesting term, the twin flame, twin soul weekly readings. Now, many guys are like, well, what the heck is a twin flame anyways, Brandon? What are you even talking about when you put this term out there, twin flames? Many of you guys in this channel who are watching know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys don't know, and that's okay. You're not maybe meant to know, or it's not part of your experience, and that's okay too. But I want to explain in human simple terms what I mean by the term twin flame. Are any of you guys familiar with the human lesson, the human story of Romeo and Juliet? Let us know in the chat here if you guys are familiar with the story of Romeo and Juliet. I don't know why Spirit brought this story to my attention, this particular live stream, this particular time. It is a story about two people, two souls, estranged, separated, coming together here on this planet. I'm getting chills as I say this. In order to experience what it is to be in the aspect of true love and a divine soul connection. Someone who you can confidently say is your divine soul counterpart. The masculine to your feminine, or the feminine to your masculine. Your other half, so to speak, even though we are all complete in and of our own souls and our own selves. What if we had another piece to ourselves that matched up perfectly and complemented perfectly to our own essence, our own soul, that not only allowed us to grow to become the greatest possible version of ourselves in this lifetime, but also allowed us to have the most enjoyable experience and complementary and supportive experience in this lifetime that was in and of itself its own journey within the journey of life. This right here, my friends, my collective, the people that I am talking to that resonate with, this is the journey of true love. And this is what I refer to when I talk about the twin flame or twin soul journey. And my mission here on earth is to help as many souls as possible find and keep their true love counterpart, their twin flame, their twin soul, their divine soul counterpart. And the way I do this is through divine channeled messages on a weekly basis coming from and through the magic of the tarot, which allows my intuition to be able to perceive messages from the divine that we all need to know, that hopefully the goal is to resonate with as many people as possible, to give them helpful guidance. Guidance that they don't have to take, but if it's helpful to you watching, right? If it's helpful to you, you can take if you so choose. And if you so determine that it is helpful to you, I welcome you to take in this guidance. If it does not resonate with you, however, don't feel compelled to take it in. And this is not only if you have found your twin flame or your person, your divine soul counterpart, your soulmate, but if you are looking for that person too. If you haven't found that person, but you know they're out there and you want to experience what the essence of true love, divine soul connection in this lifetime, if you desire to have that experience, if you choose that experience, this channel and these channelings are also for you as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Auntie Jada, for the donation. You are so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's get into the reading and the channel messages. Here's the order for today, everyone. Thank you for being here, by the way. We've got a great crowd today on YouTube and on TikTok. If you guys haven't already, you want to stay up to date. Instagram is going great. It's BT Speaks. I've got lots of reels out there. TikTok and reels. I put out Twin Flame updates. The YouTube channel, I keep changing all the time. Brandon Tobias' Twin Soul Tarot. You guys can go follow there if you want. Subscribe if you want continued updates and to be part of the Soul Collective. We welcome you here and now. So let's get into the updates. First, what I want to do is open up the ceremony officially, call in the guides. All right, make sure that there is no dark energy, dark entities interfering with the messages that come through. That's very important. Many of you guys have reminded me of this point, and I've experienced a lot of interference lately. We'll just say that. So let's go ahead and clear that out. Then we're going to get into the True Love Twin Flame Tarot updates. Now, these are helpful messages, again, if whether you're single, whether you're with someone, whether you're wanting to be with someone, that can help you be guided on your way in love and in life. It's just things that we need to know energetically based off the astrology that God wants us to be aware of so that we can navigate this in the best of ways based on our choices, okay? Because there's no best way. Then we're going to go into, finally, the horoscope, which is the weekly astrology. Many people like this because it helps them to set up their week energetically to know what's going on, what are the astrological updates, what are the current times saying, and what do we need to be prepared for. So I feel there's a lot that's going to come through that particular channeling this week, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be at the end of the live stream. All right, without further ado, Let's get right into it. Opening up this official ceremony now, here and now, through the power of unconditional love, calling in the energy of God himself, calling in the energy of Jesus Christ, calling in the energy of Mary Magdalene, the original twin flames, Mary Magdalene and Jesus Christ. Thank you for being here. Archangel Michael, I invite you into this space to please keep out and to be on the lookout and to keep from this space in this ceremony any demonic entity, any dark entity, any negative spirit, or any spirit has been programmed from or by the dark. And so it is, and so it shall be. Thank you, Paola, for telling me that particular incantation. Please ensure that this space is clean and clear. Thank you so much. Guides and angels, we're looking for helpful messages for those on the twin soul or twin flame journey. Helpful messages for their highest good, our highest good in love and in life. Through the power of unconditional love and through the power of God as well. Please open this ceremony. And here we go. So it is, so it shall be. Let me listen for any channel messages here and now. Welcome many of you to the new perception of what is. Welcome many of you to the new perception of what your life is and what your life can be. Many of us here and now have had an awakening of sorts to know who they are, where they're going, what they're here to do, and their particular path, and why it all had to happen in a particular way. There's a new clarity coming in to the collective that is allowing us to know, oh, that thing happened because of that. That thing happened, so that could be because that thing happened there. But also it's not going to dictate the future. There's 2 points that must be told here and now to the collective. One is that there's a proper understanding as to why things had to occur in the way they did to lead us to where we are today. Let us know in the chat if you're resonating with this. The second thing is those things, though they may have set up who we are today, have not and do not hold any power over us in the future. Right now we get to choose based on what we currently want and who we are in this moment and who we define ourselves as. Not necessarily who we were defined as, the point that they're saying, but who we choose to define ourselves as now. What are our principles now? What are our standards now? What are the precedents now that would allow us to move forward to choose the best possible path for us now? What is it through the best possible path that we desire to experience that can lead our way? Question to ask every single one of us now, and every single one of you all watching here and now, is what is it you most want and came here to experience? What is it that you most desire or that you came here to experience in this particular lifetime, not only for you, but for others? What is it that you have experienced so far that you came here in sorts, in essence, in order to be able to help the path of others as well? Sorry, clearing some energy out. What is it that you came here for that you've already experienced that lies in your depth, the depth of your soul? This is what they're saying, to look back into the depths of your soul, to ask yourself, where do I come from? Who am I and where do I come from? What skills do I have? And what did I come into this lifetime with in order to give to the collective? And the collective, I just mean society. I mean people. I mean the world. I mean your neighbor. I mean everyone around you. What naturally inspired actions or experience came to me, happened to me, were set in my path so I could learn from them to be able to give to the collective, the society now. And this, if you so choose, can be something that you utilize to be of most service, but also service through your own desire. Because service, they're saying here now, service is useless unless there's a desire attached to it. How many of you guys, let me just stop that for a second, pause. Thank you guys so much. How many of you guys have done service just to do service? But you didn't really desire to do the service, you kind of just did the service. And let me ask you a question. Through that particular service, did you guys really, truly, were you able to really make a significant impact on whatever and whoever it was that you're serving? Maybe you were. Okay, maybe you were. But in the process, did you feel replenished? Did you feel replenishment? Did you feel excitement? Did you feel like you were actually benefiting just as much through the act of giving, through the act of service, as you were putting out? And if the answer is no, then it truly is not an act of service. Hear us out here. The proper and best way, I know they said best is subjective. It's funny they're using best. The proper and best way of giving service is that when you give that particular service, you are benefiting energetically just as much as the service and the energy that you were giving out naturally without asking for anything. Now, why is this? Because we were designed, every single one of us was designed to have a particular way, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually, in which our cups were replenished by the things that we gave out. But the problem is, most people try, and this is not an insult or a criticism, but most people try because we were trained to give a particular type of service that has no benefit to them emotionally or spiritually. In fact, they could give two rats' asses about the way in which they are serving, and then they become drained because of that service, and then they don't like to serve. Well, no wonder you don't like to serve, because you weren't really serving. You were obligating. You were being drained. You were doing something because you thought it was good, or you thought it was nice, or you thought you should have, or you were compelled to, or you felt obligated to, but it wasn't really service because you, yourself, your soul wasn't being served in the process. So let me ask you guys a question. In this particular energy, with what I'm speaking and how I'm saying these things, do you guys feel that I'm receiving energy back? That I'm at the same time, and this isn't to float my boat, right? But as an example, because oftentimes I'll use my energy as an example, do you guys see and feel how the service I'm giving now also at the same time naturally replenishes me? Because this is part of my service. We can call it purpose service, karmic service, purpose. Part of who and how I came into this lifetime having a natural ability to do, and therefore having the ability to receive emotionally, spiritually, energetically, energy back from the work I'm doing. If you are not doing this in your job, in your day-to-day activities, in your life, right? You feel like you are more drained than actually serving, even though you're trying really hard to serve because you're a good person. Everyone here is a good person, by the way. There's not a single soul here talking to you who is a bad person. You would not be energetically aligned to be able to watch this live stream if you were a bad person. You may have done bad things. I may have done bad things too. But we all do bad things because unconsciously sometimes we slip. And hopefully we've learned that particular lesson. So the message here is 444, concurrent viewers chat rate 4, 4, and 4. If we want to be able to serve properly, we must ensure that the things we are doing, the people we are serving, the institutions that we are working for and giving our energy emotionally, intuitively, spiritually, are giving back to us the same amount, even if we're not asking for it. If it's a non-verbal transaction, you guys know what I mean by this? Like with jobs, for example, here's part of the problem. With jobs, it's a verbal transaction. I will give you this if you give me that. Right? I'm not talking about that type of service, although that's a service sometimes in its own self. I'm talking about service where you can do something even for free or without even saying what you want back, and you get back everything you need just by doing it. That's the type of service I'm asking for. And the transition that has to happen here on Earth, and those of you guys who believe in the new Earth or the raising frequency of the Earth here and now that's coming forward in the future in the age of Aquarius, after this transition, after society likely crumbles down to the ground, yeah, I said it, is that we will be doing the service that we were meant to do here on this planet in a sustainable way by our God-given talents and ability to receive energy back from the act of doing energetically, spiritually, and emotionally in a very aligned way. And that is what also this channel is meant to guide us all towards. Not just our true love counterparts, but our purpose and our service, because it just so happens the two align perfectly. Yes, Lupus, you can repent here if you'd like to repent here. Okay. And I ask that anyone here who wants to talk or anyone wants to share something that's on their hearts, their mind, their chest, if you guys are going through something, if you're struggling and you got no one else to talk to, or even if you do have people to talk to, but they don't really listen to you, feel free to share your stuff here on these channels, on TikTok and on YouTube. I welcome it because this energy is so strong of love that we can transmute anything. Just don't send any negative entities or spirits or demonic juju over our way, okay? We don't appreciate that. It doesn't scare us, but we don't appreciate that. I know Paola, my lovely twin soul, divine counterpart girlfriend, who I just got this lovely home with, would not appreciate dark or demonic entities any more than they already are existent in this home that we've had to have some good experiences with. So please don't send any our way. Now, no, I'm not joking, by the way. But my point is, part of the reason why I guide for the twin flame and twin soul journey, and why I've realized that that's my purpose here on earth, one of them at least, or one of the main ones, is because that also leads you to your true purpose. I would not have found out that I am here to guide for the twin flame, twin soul collective if it were not for Paola. That's the truth. She was the inspiration. She always has been the inspiration for this channeling, this journey. So, twin flame, true soul purpose. True soul purpose, twin flame. As I was on the journey to my own soul purpose, Paola. You guys see this? So, it works both ways. It works both ways. So, those of you guys wondering, first and foremost, how do I meet my person? How do I know it's my person? How do I be with my person? Well, one way to know is if you are truly, truly in resonance with what you are here to do. If you are truly and fully able to share and express your heart openly and receive energy back through the service that you are doing here on earth, then likely you have healed enough to be able to have a fully compatible and fully attract in, right, your divine counterpart and your soul person. Now, sometimes this person, if you are with them, can help you too. It can go the other way too. Like you can meet them first, and then they can help you get and find your soul purpose. Now, here's the thing I'll say. If you feel that the person you're with is definitely helping you to find out what you're here to do in terms of service, that's your person. That's great. If they are authentically aligned with you, finding your soul purpose and you stepping into your soul purpose, and they're wanting to be helpful for that, and their energy naturally pushes you towards that in a nice way, in a loving way, of course, this is your person. If they are not, or if they are taking away from that, or if their energy naturally misaligns you with your soul purpose, or they cause you to go to different things than you were meant to be, then it might be a conversation, or it might be a deep internal check as to whether or not this person is right for you. Hello, Cita William. Hello, from Brazil. So these are some of the ways, okay? And I want everyone to understand this is why and how it is so perfect from God and the divine orchestra of love and life, because love, true love, and life go together. And the way you know it's aligned is true love and true life purpose and true love experience are also together. Okay, they're one and the same. So each one that you do the work on, whether it's the purpose or whether it's the love, whichever one you put the purpose on, like when I say love, I mean like healing your inner self in order to be open and engaging in love, if you want that, or going down your purpose and being open to love, either one is going to get you there. It just depends on which one your soul wants to experience right now. All right? All right. All right. Guide to Names, are there any other channel messages? I think I took over some of that, but I know that they help to steer me in the right direction. Don't pay attention, they're saying. Don't pay attention to what the past has told you you are, what the past has told you that you should be, what the past has told you you can be. We are asking you to let this go here and now through the power of unconditional love. Release what these things, these events, these experiences, these people have told you so you can start fresh. There's an opportunity to start very, very fresh and very, very new very soon, energetically this week. to redefine who you are based on what's happened to you or what has not happened to you in the past, and what and who you choose to step into. There's a part of your own self that you are bringing back in that you can choose to live with and live from, that will reinvigorate you and shine a light for you and your path moving forward if you choose to accept these changes here and now. Through the power of unconditional love, I ask guides and angels for anyone saying yes to these particular changes, through the power of light and love and God and unconditional love and the divine orchestra of the highest good and healing for everyone involved in this particular live stream. I ask if they say yes to allow them to receive it in the most seamless and loving and peaceful and highest way for all involved. And if you guys want to receive this, you can say yes. You can open yourself to receive and allow the energy of love, light, and transformation to hit you, knowing it is safe to do so if you desire and if you are open to it. And so it is, and so it shall be. Archangel Michael, please ensure that no dark entities tamper with this particular instruction. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, guys and angels. That's it from them. Let's go into the True Love Tarot card reading. Let us know, guys, if you said yes, what did you feel? What did you experience? Did you feel anything shift? Did you feel a part of yourself come back in? I want to know these incantations that are channeled, what happens during them. We tend to get some channeled incantations every single week if you guys are interested in getting the healing. And this is also what I do during my personal sessions. Healing incantations, helping you connect with your guides and angels, helping you to know what's going on and to be aware. And then we also talk about that in our personal readings. So let's go into the True Love Twin Soul reading. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. All right. Let's get this gaming mouse out of the way. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, I think you guys can. We're going to go increase the volume here. There we go. Good. All right, here we go. Maria says, heart chakra love. Someone said 10 of cups on the bottom. Yes, there was, actually. Thanks for noticing. This is the overall outcome, guys, of what I feel it in my bones here and now. And I've always known it since I began this channel a year and a half ago, I think it's been, that everyone aligned with this channel wanting to look at it is going for their 10 of cups. And for those of you guys who aren't sure, 10 of cups in the tarot is your happily ever after, your dream come true. If you are aligned and you are resonating with these messages, you are also aligned with your 10 of cups, your happily ever after. It's just that everyone's on a different part of the journey. So hopefully, these messages resonate and help us out along our way. Here we go. I always like having the YouTube up here. All right, here we go. Angels and guides, loved ones and masters, wise ones, angels and archangels, please. Messages through the power of unconditional love of what each and every single one of us watching on TikTok and on YouTube need to know for our highest good and healing at this particular time, connected with the twin flame, twin soul journey. Here we go. The Magician card is out. All right. So big time changes are being made here and now on the journey to you individually watching that are meant to give you the empowerment in order to find your way forward and to move forward with inspiration, with love, and with confidence in who you are and what you're here to do. This is the most important aspect they're saying of what is needed right now. It's a self-initiated project, self-initiated movement, a self-initiated commitment potentially to move forward and to find a different part of yourself that is going to empower you to move forward in a way that is of the self-initiative. This is the key thing here happening in this twin soul journey. What is it that you are inclined to do or be doing that will allow yourself to feel as if you are making progress to move forward with divine inspiration and confidence, as we channeled earlier, that is giving you energy back to sustain your journey forward. There's a part of us, Seven of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. Part of the scarring here is that maybe we've done work in the past and we haven't been motivated to do that work because we've been in the Magician's energy, but it wasn't truly the Magician's energy. It was kind of like this energy, Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It was kind of like Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I'm not really sure. I guess I'll do this because maybe it's for money, or maybe I'll have security, or I'll have freedom. So I'll just put in the work regardless. Ten of Wands here. To eventually learn karmically with Justice here and the Five of Cups that, this isn't really what I want. I really want happiness. I really want to be with someone. I really want to be in love. I don't want this particular illusion of, happiness through the form of work or security or money. I want actual, real, tangible happiness, which has forced many of us to make a choice about what we're here to do and potentially make a leap of faith as well in that particular direction, which may have led even to building your own business or foundation, which would lead to your twin flame, twin soul. Many of us here are entrepreneurs in the making. I do feel that strongly. Many of us here are entrepreneurs or business owners in the making. Maybe new ones at that, but I do feel that part of the twin flame, twin soul journey is connected to entrepreneurship, meaning the more that you're able to be free and be empowered with your own business, your own way to make finances and money, the less tied you are to others or others' karmic journeys or chapters, the more free you will be able to experience your Ten of Cups true love journey. And I feel many of us, if you resonate with this, are entrepreneurs. You are not supposed to be. When I say supposed to, of course, right? There's no right or wrong, but supposed as in meant to, from our own soul's design and our own soul's inclination or talent or ability or desire, right? Meant to do something that we aren't authentically interested in. So this goes against every fabric of our being. If you're watching this, it might have gone against every fabric of our being. Now what's happening is we have an opportunity here and now to pull away from that and to initiate or to move forward with some project, some commitment, some way of being, some movement forward that is the opposite, that is authentically ours, that is authentically going to fuel us in the journey as we move forward. The only question is, what is that particular thing for you? Can you find it? And can you be brave enough to pull yourself away into that and to pursue that? All of the channeling as before, right? The authentic desire to be in that fully, to be within yourself fully, and to receive back fully from that action must be present in order for it to be in the true magician's energy. This is the magician's highest essence of service to the collective and to the self as well, since this is Aries. Hashtag Aries in the house. Okay. The Chariot, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Emperor, and the Nine of Swords. Many of us are worried, potentially about our divine masculine, the Emperor, okay? The person that holds the masculine energy within our life, if there is one, or one that is perceived to be the masculine. Many of us are concerned, perhaps, about this person in some way. Are they going to find their way? Are they going to do the right things? Are they going to not want to be with me? Are they going to forget about me? Are they going to just be in their own kingdom and do their own things and not really be concerned about me? These may be some of the concerns from the collective coming up here now. Let me know in the chat if you guys resonate. Emperor with the Nine of Swords here. Four of Cups with the Magician. This is a time where it may feel like engaging in love or the normal practices of romance, let's say romance or love or connection, are just not as present. They're there, right? Especially if you were in a relationship, they're there for sure. But the normal act of romance or love or attachment in this way are not, because it's such a service to self moment in this experience in time, collectively, energetically. It's such a, how many guys are feeling this? It's such a service to self moment, an Aries motivated moment, right? Aries energy, not just for Aries people, Aries sun signs. But Aries is all about, again, service to self so that one is empowered to serve others. Okay, so it's almost like what was channeled earlier as the essence of Aries, magician coming out is Aries. And that service to self and others may be so strong, may be so apparent and so intense that when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, when it comes to wanting to engage in love or romance, it's just not there in the same way that maybe it was for you or for someone you're here watching for or with. And that's okay. We've also got the Emperor here, okay? So the time is now, Queen of Wands as well, so the feminine as well with the Chariot. The time is now, I feel the feminine over here, the feminine energy, again in the relationship or generally in the collective, the feminine energy is looking at moving, looking at making a big transition or a big shift in her environment in order to allow more of her power to shine and to be more expressive within her own power and to move forward with a newfound sort of confidence and power. This whole concern or worry related from the feminine energy to the masculine energy or about the masculine energy is specifically about, okay, masculine will be in his power, too strong, forget about me, doing his own thing, isn't open to me or my advances. So what happens now? Well, it's a lesson for the feminine energy, if you're watching this deep inside, to step into more of that authentic confidence and power in who you are, Queen of Wands, that this person will be attracted to me no matter what, and I am the only one for him, no matter what. The feminine energy, let me repeat that. Right now, the lesson here to step into is I am the only one for my masculine no matter what. There's no one else that he would ever want to be with, sleep with, commit to, have fun with. I am the only one for him ever. Period. And that just is the way it is because I am all that. I am the one. I am. Say these words. I am the feminine for him. I am the love of his life. I am the one that he will always come back to. Period. This is the energy of the divine feminine. The lesson here for her to step into over her concerns about where and how her masculine is progressing. This masculine energy here wants to become a king. And sometimes the feminine energy has been so obsessed with getting him to be a king or getting him to realize he's a king. But then sometimes the feminine energy, once he starts to step into being a king, she's like, oh no, he's going to get too powerful. Oh no, he's going to get too strong. Oh no, he's going to get too many options, right? So now I kind of don't want him to be too powerful because then he might leave me. Okay? Not saying that any of us are in this energy, but this is the type of energy or the fear potentially, right? And again, not a blame or criticism, but how many guys have thought this or felt this before? Even if it's just a fear coming up, doesn't mean that's who you are, by the way. It just means that we've all had that fear. I've had that fear personally as well. What if she shows off, right, talking from a masculine, what if she's so hot, so beautiful, shows off so much of her body to the public that she gets a lot of attention from masculine energy, and one of them is stronger or better or makes more money than I do, and she'll go with them, right? Same thing. Okay, so the lesson here right now, the masculine is ready to rise. The masculine's ready to become a king. The masculine's ready to have his throne and to really step into his power. Can the feminine allow this to occur, not because she's allowing it, but because energetically she knows that she can also match him, and that she is so that he will never leave her, even if it seems like he's not interested right now. Even if he's so focused on becoming the emperor that he doesn't seem interested in receiving her cup of love right now, it's not because of a lack of interest. It's because he wants to become the king that he is. And in this twin soul, twin flame journey, we must all allow, first and foremost, not just for ourselves, but for our partner, for our other half, for the other person who needs the time and space and the commitment and the energy to step into their greatest self. We all need space for that, and we all need to allow the other to go through that, even if it means sacrificing our own desires and needs and fears. Okay? Does this make sense to everyone? So, Divine Feminine, keep working on your confidence. Keep working on how amazing, how hot, how sexy, how strong, how attractive, how magnetic you are. Right? Keep working on where and how you want to transition next and where you want to go. Maybe some of you guys, again, are considering traveling or transitioning or shifting your environment in order to allow your power to be more expressed or to feel more confident in who you are and your ability to make moves outside of your divine masculine, right? On your own self-initiated journey with the magician. Okay? And keep working on this until you have no worry whatsoever. Maybe you have a fear come up, but you really inside have no fear that your masculine, no matter how strong, no matter how big, no matter how much of a king he becomes, that he will never leave you. That is the journey for the feminine right now. And as she goes down that journey, by the way, it allows him, the masculine, to be free to go and become everything he's meant to be. And at the same time, it allows the feminine to be shown through his actions two things. Number one, if he's the right person for her. Okay, because here's the true test. When the masculine becomes a true king, as he's stepping into, is he still going to commit to her? If not, he's not your person. If he does, then the feminine really knows that he is your person. Does this make sense to everyone? But there'd be no way to know. Some of you guys asking, well, why do we even have to go through this? There would be no way to know, really, if this person or the masculine was your person or the feminine's person, if he did not become all he can become and then still choose you or choose the feminine. There'd be no way to really know or test it. There would always be that wonder. So it's this lesson, it's this evolution from the divine feminine and the divine masculine that allows them to progress at this particular time. Feminine, let him go be great. Let him do what he needs to do. Let him step into being a king that he is, and trust that if he is the right person, he will find you and he will stay with you and he will commit to you even through the fame and fortune and money and all the things that he has on his horizon. Trust and allow that process to happen, and you will see the truth. You will see the truth once and for all. There's no need to worry. Because again, let me repeat, if it is the case that he leaves you for other women or another woman, he was never meant for you. He doesn't deserve you. He's not your man. He's not your masculine energy. A true masculine to a true feminine. Trust me, I'm in a true twin soul, divine counterpart relationship and situation. A true masculine to his feminine would never leave for fame or fortune or money. Okay? It's just too strong. It's just too strong of a love and a connection. All right, the only thing that can get in the way is fear. That's the truth. All right, let's get some more messages here. 2 of Cups, Death card, Temperance, Page of Wands, and 7 of Swords. Right now, it's a frustrating time because we have the Magician card with the Temperance card here, right? And we have Page of Wands with the 7 of Swords. Okay, so this is a little bit of, again, you see people admiring him, admiring your masculine, admiring your man, The man here receives a lot of attention here from other people around him. 7 of Swords with the 9 of Swords. Is he going to use this attention against me, to manipulate me, to deceive me, to do something behind my back, right? This is the fear, the concern around here, around the masculine, with the masculine, from the feminine to the masculine. Death card, Temperance, 2 of Cups here. Okay. She must be willing. The way in which the feminine, if the feminine energy, if you are feminine, if you're listening to it, if you are not feeling like for some reason you are adequately contributing to the relationship that you are in or hope to be in, okay, right now it's going to take you stepping into fully the confidence of the Queen of Wands energy in order for you to feel as if you are contributing equally to the situation, or able to contribute, if you haven't found them yet, to the situation that you would like to be in with a person, with a masculine, with your masculine, if you have found them. This process will take time, will take patience, and will take a full-on death of sorts of the things from the past that have told you that you are not what this is, that you are not worthy of keeping someone around, not beautiful enough, not sexy enough, not strong enough, not capable enough. All of those limiting beliefs are the thing that need to die off. This is the only thing that allows you to feel, if you are feeling this, like you are contributing or giving less than what your masculine or what the Emperor may be giving at this particular moment. Now, let me go back here, because that is actually not the case. It is not the case that the feminine is giving or less than in any sort of way the masculine energy. But the perception in her own mind may be that she is. Even if she doesn't want to admit it, or if she doesn't think it, deep inside she may feel, for some reason or another, like she is not on the same level or contributing as much or as confident as the masculine energy. She doesn't see herself maybe fully as this Queen of Wands. I am a badass, able to do what I want. Not only that, but also go after and keep any man that I desire, that I feel is right for me. Not taking advantage of this energy, but just knowing it in her own heart, how strong and how powerful and how amazing she is. Okay, so what wants to happen energetically speaking right now is the masculine is rising into his throne and his power in every sort of way, whether it's fame and recognition, money, security, power, choices, all these things. He's rising here. The feminine here is rising through her own perception, not the truth of, but the perception of what she is within a relationship generally, and what she believes and feels about herself. Does that make sense to everyone? Very, very important shift here. But it will take time. So it's frustrating because we are ready to go, right? We're ready to take action. We're ready to transition. We're ready to do it. But Temperance here says there's going to be a little bit more time involved and patience. I'm hearing patience, patience, patience for all of this to climax. All right. And no, that was not that was a carefully chosen word from the guides. So we'll see what they mean by that. The Hierophant, Knight of Swords. Let me sip some oat milk here. How are you guys? Are you guys enjoying the reading so far? Let us know in the chat if this is resonating with you guys, if you guys are finding this helpful. Sky Meadow, thank you so much. She says, please hit the like button. Both on TikTok and on YouTube, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, be sure to subscribe. We're going to be doing weekly Twin Flame, Twin Soul updates. Helpful messages on our journey to reach our true soul purpose and our true love counterpart in this lifetime, to come in union and change the world through our union by having the most possible impact through our relationships. This is the goal of this channel. So please like, please subscribe, please share the video, and help us out to reach and find all of our collective who are meant to be and hear this message. Moving forward, the Hierophant, the Knight of Swords, the World, the Four of Swords, the Six of Wands. Okay. The world itself, the reason why Temperance is here, it's kind of a side topic, but the reason why Temperance is here, Four of Cups is here, Magician in the world itself outside of our own emotional landscape, our own emotional experience, not just the external reality or the external world, but the world, like Earth herself, okay? World card here is going through a massive change, a massive transition, okay. How can I put this, what I'm getting? I'm just going to tell you guys, because this is new information to me here as I channel, but this is some of the most massive changes in the frequency and the dynamic of the Earth itself and her people, her children, that has ever happened in human history, at least in our human history, right? The people living here. She is going through a transition that will make the Ice Age look like a nothing energetically. That's not coming from me. That's coming from the guides. That is not coming from me. Because me, human Brandon, I'm here in this home. We're doing our thing. Me and Paula, relatively unattached, okay? But what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling is, yes, there's like turmoil going on in societies worldwide, but more so than that, we all have to know the frequency, the dynamic of Earth's energy herself is what is going through such a massive transformation that this is going to look like completely different. Everything's going to look completely different in about 5 to 10 years is what they're saying. I just want to make sure I had that correct. 5 to 10 years, this Earth will be unrecognizable. Okay. Now, we as humans obviously have to sort out and get to choose the path of how we channel the change in Earth's energy. But regardless of our choices as human beings and human societies on this planet, right? Because we have free will, they want to let us know the Earth herself is now shifting in a huge way. And again, we are going to get to choose what we do with those shifts and those changes in the next 5 to 10 years, but it will be unrecognizably different. Both the Earth and the societies that inhabit this Earth mark our words. Okay? Don't know why they're giving us that information in the middle of this love stream, but they are, so it must be very important. The purpose of why they said that, though, in this particular moment is because if you're feeling like you're not able to get your thing going or to move forward, or you feel repressed, or you feel like there's just not the right time, that's because the Earth itself is waiting, okay? Going through a waiting period where we must be patient enough to allow for the signs and the energy of the Earth to move us forward. What do I mean by that? Every single day, there's a particular energy that we wake up with. Whether it is we feel like just restoring ourselves, resting, doing nothing, catching up with old friends, connecting with family, going out for a walk, or working, or doing something creative. These are the natural shifts in Earth's energy, and she wants us to follow that energy. So if you guys are watching this, she wants you, right? Mother Gaia, because I think she's in this. It feels like she's in, her energy's here, wants all of us to be able to just listen and to be at peace, because nothing can truly go against the nature of what her energy is expressing. What do I mean by that? Let's say as a human, we have a fear, Knight of Swords, of, I don't know, being late or not getting a job, not having enough money, not being able to buy groceries, things like that. And we have this fear driving us some actions, right? But Earth is like, the energy that you get is very chill. It's very calm. It's very like everything's going to be okay. You know, it's not just like your guides telling you or your intuition or your mind telling you, chill out, dude, or do that. But it's the vibe that I can only describe as a vibration you feel in your body when you wake up. about the intention. They want us to pay attention to the intention of the day. This can only be described as the thing that will dictate what happens throughout the day. So if you try to go against that, it's like going against quicksand, or it's like going upstream. That's what they're showing me. Saying many of us are trying to go upstream when Earth's energy is saying, no, you just got to do this. You got to chill. You got to relax. You got to go for a walk. You got to do this. And I will tell you, not me personally, but the Earth or the energy will tell you when it's time to move, when it's time to do something. But you have to be willing to feel it every day and trust in that. Okay. So that's the message here. Ironically, Four of Swords is here. Knight of Swords and the Hierophant. So we know, they're saying, we know that you want to get the message out. We know that you want to get the teachings out. We know that you want to get the wisdom out to the people. You want to get the movement out, right? We know you want to go. But right now it's time to be, to rest. It's a very, it is a very slow moving time at this particular time, even throughout this week. This reading, by the way, is typically dictating the next week ahead. Sometimes the next month, sometimes the next week, but particularly this next week. Okay. Now, Six of Wands here is just simply saying, Six of Wands, Four of Wands, the World, the Knight of Swords. It's to rest in your own, to rest in your own achievements is what the first thing they're saying here. To rest in your own achievements, in your own, what you have achieved, and what you feel you are. This is exactly what they're saying. They're saying rest in your own achievements and who and what you feel you are, rather than trying to go be more. They're saying if you allow yourself to rest, it's a collective message for everyone. If you allow yourself here and now to rest, to respect, to admire, and to be in all that you are, all that you've achieved, all that you've done, if you allow yourself to go, wow, I am pretty awesome for what I've done. I'm pretty awesome for who I am. I'm pretty awesome for what I've gone through. And I really am this. I'm very special. Not saying me specifically. I'm saying on behalf of all of us. That right there, that energy, we just spoke that at 12222 on the live stream, will carry us forward, ironically. So it's resting in that energy rather than trying to go be more, trying to go be different, trying to go do different. Does that make sense? It's not a very doing time right now, even though the Magician here is about self-service. Again, there's a cross of energies here, prioritizing the self and self-initiative and self-service, but also at the same time resting in all that we have, all that we are, and all that we've done is what will move us forward. It's like once you rest in that, that will move you forward rather than trying to move yourself forward. Does that make sense? Interesting message. Ace of Pentacles, final outcome card. Two of Pentacles, Twin Flame card, and the King of Wands. So there's the match energetically. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yeah. So remember, guys, the feminine always goes first, right? This is something we've channeled for a long time, but the feminine energy, when it comes to the feminine and the masculine dynamic in a relationship, or if they're apart, right? Speaking as if we do all have a person, if we desire it, to be in love with for the rest of our lives, happily ever after, true love, soul mate, divine counterpart, twin flame, twin soul. A lot of names for one person, I know. The feminine energy always moves first. And if they are in a true soul connection, her progression, her evolution spurs the masculine's evolution as well. Always. This is always the case. This is why the feminine must, if you're listening and you're masculine, or you want to tell your masculine this, if I want to tell myself this, the feminine always comes first. The feminine is always prioritized first, and should be. That's her right. That's the natural way of things. The feminine is supposed to be prioritized first because it's her emotionally and energetically, as she grows, as she progresses, as she heals, she pulls with her the growth of the masculine in his way too. It's the masculine and his oversight of this fact, okay, that often neglects or keeps these things stuck the way they are. And the feminine's lack of awareness of the fact that this is the true dynamic that keeps things the way they are. If they're stuck, keeps things stuck. So when the feminine prioritizes herself first, the masculine will follow automatically. He will rise in accordance to her growth and healing. King of Wands energy here coming up after the Queen of Wands here. So feminines, if you want your masculine to grow, to become aware, to change, to evolve, to become his king, his highest self, it's you. It's you and your growth. It's your healing. It's your prioritization that must come first. And when you allow yourself to focus on that first, above all other things, you will cause him to grow automatically without even trying to do so. And you will pull him towards you as well. How many of you guys have whether you're in a relationship or not, gone through an experience, feminine, I'm speaking to feminine specifically, where you've done a lot of healing work, you've done a lot of growth work, you've done a lot of healing, maybe you went through a meditation, or you went through a cleansing, or you went through something that allowed you to heal and grow as a feminine, and then all of a sudden you had your masculine, or you had masculines coming at you like crazy, like flies. Not flies. Flies is a bad example. I'll explain that in another live stream. But like insects to the light, right? Have you guys ever had this experience, feminines? Okay. It's because your energy becomes so magnetized, so magnetic, when you allow for that natural magnetic feminine energy to flourish. Boom, here comes in the masculine, which again is electric. Polar opposites attract. So as the feminine heals, as she magnetizes, he, wherever he's at, even if he's a world away, attracts to her and finds her effortlessly. But it starts with and because of the feminine. This is what I must tell all of us here. The feminine is the most powerful one. The feminine is the one in control of the journey, really. The masculine may think he is, but he's not. Inside, emotionally, spiritually, she leads the journey always. It's just the exterior. The exterior may be the thing that makes it appear as if the masculine energy to himself or to others, if he's good enough to be ahead or be better or be in control of the journey, but it is always really the feminine energy. This is the truth. This has always been the true way of things. So feminines, you have the power. You have the power to make the changes. You have the power to draw your masculine in. You have the power to shift all of your reality if you only knew how to access it and to prioritize yourself. And this is how you do it, is by knowing that you have the power and taking time to shift things in your own way and your own time. As soon as you want it, things will shift. Now, last messages here. Obviously, we have money. Ace of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. One becomes a two. And King of Wands. So this is a multiplication of money from the effort that we are putting in here and now. Through the means of emotional prioritization, healing, and growth on behalf of the feminine. When the feminine allows this knowledge to be integrated, that's being dropped into our field now about what and who she is, as she heals and grows, he gains, financially speaking, which allows him to be in his true power. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm hearing. She, the feminine energy, can help to multiply his wealth, his money, his income. Ace to the Two of Pentacles to the King of Wands to put him into his power. But she must be able to and willing to release the fear that by giving him money, he will run away, abuse it, or use it with other women or feminine energy. This right now is the true gift of what the feminine can provide for this journey and for the masculine energy. However, she must be willing to trust in him with that money, with that power, with that energy. And that is the true dynamic here that is going on. He becomes powerless without her confidence, belief, and trust. So can she, as she steps into her Queen of Wands, her confidence, her power, her magnetism, knowing that he will never leave her no matter what, can then she trust him stepping into his King of Wands? I can do anything. I am a king. I can make it happen. I have money and power and wealth and security coming in to do with what I believe in, to do with what I choose in, and trusting on both ends that will be for the highest good. And that if he's the right one, he will always choose her. This is the true aspect right now of the twin soul, twin flame journey, and what must be trusted in order to move forward. All right, that is the twin soul, twin flame reading. They are saying to do 3 final advice cards. So different from the final outcome card, this is going to be 3 final pieces of advice with what everyone can do watching and listening here and now in order to get on to the journey. Or not get onto the journey, but to move forward, right, with what the guides are recommending. We have the 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups, wow, and the Moon card here coming out. Okay. I'm gonna do one more Strength card. The first thing I get is don't be disillusioned or scared. If you're feeling scared that this isn't gonna end up being the happily ever after that you've always wanted, that you've always desired and dreamed of, if you have a fear and this fear makes you sad that it possibly could not end up, that this possibly could not be, or there doesn't exist. Maybe some of you are thinking it doesn't exist, this happily ever after, this true love fantasy that Brandon speaks about. This doesn't exist. I don't understand why this keeps coming to me. 2 of Swords. Then you have a choice to make as to whether or not you believe in it and whether or not you're ready to go in it. Because the thing that's holding most of us back right now is that we don't believe in it. This is the final advice. It is only an illusion that keeps you sad, that keeps you from attaining and being with your true person, that this isn't real. That this isn't actually meant to happen in this day and age for this collective audience. Yes, it is collective. You might be going, that doesn't exist, Brandon. That true love, fairy tale fantasy where I get to be with my divine soul person, my connection, my other half, my everything, my all. It's simply the belief in the fact that it's real and having the faith to know that it's out there. And once having the faith, knowing it's out there, going for it and having the courage, Strength card to continue on the journey to find your true person. And knowing that what is for you can never be missed. That holds most of us back here. And so I invite you here now, if you're listening to this reading and you're wondering and you're on the edge, you're going, well, it sounds really cool, really romantic, really nice what Brandon's saying about this twin flame, twin soul, this other half of mine, this true love counterpart, but I don't know if I really have one. I don't know if this person exists. I've been told maybe I just got to kind of suck it up and get married to someone who's nice and maybe has a lot of money too, so I can be safe and live. And that's okay. But if you do truly choose to take that path or believe that, it will never open the door or allow for you to find this person, this reality. And if you're even here on this channel, watching this live stream, thinking about this, considering it, it is real and it is for you. And that's why I'm here. And that's why it took me so long to know what I was here to do, because for so long I didn't know that it was real until I met Paola. And now I know true love exists. Twin flames exist. Divine soul counterparts exist. They're not easy. They're not a fairy tale. They're very real. And they're simply here in our human experience to help us grow and become the best we can become and have the experience of true love. Is that really that crazy? So believe it. If you are here, believe it. And if you're not with your person, you will find them. And if you're with your person, be with them. Be with them fully. And if you haven't found your person, they are coming, but it starts with you first. Those are the messages. Be willing to take that leap of faith. Trust your heart, trust your feelings over your mind, and you will find your way. All right, that is our twin flame, twin soul reading. Guides and angels, loved ones, masters, guides, God, Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene, Archangel Michael, thank you so much for your service, for your channeled guidance. I appreciate it. The collective appreciates it. Guys, if you are thankful, please say thankful to the guides and angels. They would appreciate it too. I will give them the message. They will know the message through your energy. Let us know in the chat how you're feeling. If that was helpful, if that resonated with you, if you feel good about that. Okay? Just know, thank you, Tabitha, for the guidance. She said, lost the card camera. Just as I was finishing the reading, the card camera died. They're like, okay, hurry it up, Brandon, hurry it up. Give me a little yank off the stage. All right, you said enough, man. You're welcome, guys. All jokes aside, I appreciate you guys. These messages, as much as I would love to take credit for them, most of them don't come from me. A lot of it do. A lot of it does. They do want me to take more credit for what happens here on these live streams, but again, most of it comes from the divine, the guides and angels that we channel. Part of my purpose here, I've realized too, is to help people realize that it's not just me. It's not just me that I can channel guides and angels. You all can do it too. I teach people to do that in our client sessions, one-on-one sessions in our monthly containers. I teach people to talk to, tap into, heal from, and through their guides and angels. We all have our guides and angels. So that's part of why we're here, to realize our connection with them and to allow them to guide our path, because it's pretty helpful sometimes. So of course, if you guys are looking for assistance with that, you can go to my website, brandontobias.com, sign up for a personal session, sign up for a personal reading, all of those things. I would love to work with you guys if you want to. Now, what we're going to go into. Thank you who shows the way. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Emmanuel, for being here as always. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Earth Alva. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you, Nikki. Let's go into the final part of today's reading and or today's video, which is going to be the astrological horoscope. Let me take some water and some oat milk coffee here and just kind of breathe for a second, because that was a lot. One of the things that Paola often tells me is it's a lot. It's a lot. She's like, this is a lot. I know, my love. It's a lot. All right, let's go into the astrology. It's a lot. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do on TikTok. If you guys are watching, I'm going to have the chart up and live on YouTube. So if you want to see the chart in action, you can go to my YouTube page, Brandon Tobias's Twin Soul Tarot, and you can see the astrology chart up and live. I'm going to be moving my cursor around so you guys can see. If you guys want to learn astrology, it's also something I'm looking to get into. Or I'm still going to speak it all out. So if you guys just want to chill on TikTok, that's cool too. Up to you. Thank you, Jess. I really appreciate that. Jess is a former client. Thank you so much, Jess and friend, for being here and for watching. I hope you're enjoying. You're welcome, Jessica. All right, here we go. Came in late. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Bibs. All right. My phone literally brought me into this live. I'm so glad it did. Probably your guides brought you into this live, I would say. Invisible Amanda. All right. So here's the astrology. January 30th, 2022. January 30th. Betsy just said, I don't think you should be drinking oat milk. I'll have to look into that. Thank you. I wonder. I usually drink raw cow's milk, actually. Boiled raw cow's milk. It's really good. Today I chose oat milk, and it's pretty good, but maybe it's a little disruptive. Who knows? All right. Oh, wow. Okay. This is going to be crazy right off the bat, guys, because remember in the channeling, if you guys were here, we talked about the Earth itself going through a specific shift in her frequency, in her dynamic, in her energy. And here's why. And I promise you, I did not look at this going into this live stream. I did not have this on my mind. Again, they channel the information. I report it. And now we confirm through the astrology. It's very cool. Ceres is conjunct the North Node in Taurus. Ceres, the asteroid, right now in Taurus. Wow. I mean, this blows my mind as an astrologer and as a channeler. This is crazy. Ceres represents the feminine earth, like the feminine side, the feminine aspect of abundance, specifically, like harvested, fruitful, food-oriented abundance and the feminine connection to the earth itself. Ceres. It's like the Eve energy, like Adam and Eve, like Eve's energy before the snake. This is Ceres. And she's connected to the earth, right? The Ceres is conjunct, almost exact, the North Node, which is our destiny point, where we're going in our soul's evolution, our soul's astrology. In Taurus, which is the sign of Earth, okay? Ruled by Venus. So this is all trining in a fantastic way. Today is a fantastic day. It's trining Pluto, Mercury, and the moon. And we're coming into a new moon, I believe, tomorrow. I think Paula told me tomorrow, the next day. Sometimes she knows even more than I do because I just don't check what's going on until the live stream. This just is blowing my mind because Pluto is obviously transformative, okay? So it's the trine here is helping things to shift or reorient themselves in a way that's going to work much better after the death of the old, all right? This is Pluto's energy, but in a positive, healthy way. Mercury and the moon are here. So our emotional subconscious and the way we look at things, the way we think of things, the way we think of ourselves, in connection with Earth is all under transformation, is all under a big shift and a big change, okay? Juno, which is the asteroid connected to our life partner, our marriage, our soulmate, our twin flame, right? Our twin soul. This is Juno here, is also conjunct Pluto, conjunct Mercury, and the moon is coming into a conjunction. So holy cow, if this isn't a transformation or a shift in the perception we have of ourselves through love and through our twin soul, through our counterpart, through our relationship, I don't know what it is. And on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, because I saw it on Instagram somewhere, Venus, see this little retrograde here? Venus just went direct yesterday. So Venus is now direct. Again, Venus is the planet associated with love, with harmony, with pleasantries, with fun and enjoyment. Okay, it's the planet connected to Taurus. So Venus going direct is going to activate this whole destiny-changing perception of ourselves through the aspect of love and relationship, and able to then shift our path in a way that is more self-empowering because of who and what we are and what we've been in our past love and relationships, or what we've realized we are through our past love and relationships, that empowers us today to choose a different way or to choose a path that is of the self and of the other. Yes. You can know which path is of and for the self and the other through your romantic relationship, or through your aspects in romantic relationship as well. Okay. Awesome. R333 Mix. I don't know what is going on or why you are so angry at me or what's going on here, but I would appreciate, again, as Bernadette said, just be nice, just be respectful. And if you don't like me, that's okay. You don't have to like me, you don't have to agree, but I would simply ask that you are respectful, and you are respectful in this chat, and that you give and show respect to me as well if you're going to be in the chat. Okay? So thank you so much, and I just want to acknowledge you and just say hello and just say, hey, I love you too, and just hopefully we can be cool from now on. No hard feelings. So, Sun with Saturn, and thank you, Bernadette, for speaking up. I appreciate that. Sun with Saturn here squaring Uranus. All right. So this is where the aspects of the internal slowness or the internal transformation in conjunction with, or happening at the same time with, the world actually making these tremendous societal shifts alongside or in conjunction with her shifting her frequency or the dynamic of her energy itself. So it's essentially, okay, let me sum this up a little bit. Earth is shifting tremendously in her polarity, her energy, her dynamic, her frequency. This causing massive changes in society overall, people realizing that the things that were built upon her, the way in which things were built upon her, the way in which things were enacted or things are going are not right, or not in alignment anymore with what she wants, what she is, what we want, in alignment with her. Talking about the earth, right? And the feminine energy, by the way. As I say the earth, let's allow it to be connected to the feminine energy as well. Okay? So this all happening alongside a personal, interpersonal transformation inwardly of who we are because of and through love and relationships, that would shift our perspective to know how we can be most of service to ourselves and the other through love and relationships, and to the world as well, all at the same time, all moving forward. So essentially, things, the outlook of which may look completely different starting this week in your own personal life. Who you are, where you've been, what you've done, what those things have meant to you, what those things have meant for you in your past now, what they've helped you to become, and also what you want to choose now. This is essentially right here and now the journey that is shifting this week. Okay, South Node here in Scorpio. Right, so it's all connected. South Node in Scorpio with Pluto trining the North Node in Taurus here with Venus going direct. It's all a very powerful portal and activation right now that is coming from our past into who we are now. That's the essence of Scorpio South Node, okay, is looking deep within ourselves to bring out, throw away what doesn't work for us, but to keep what is, and also to shift the way we look at what was in order to know or have a better perception of what is, and how we can shift what is to be in more alignment with what we want. Okay? All right. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the support. February 1st, 2022. February 3rd, 2022. I'm not going to skip the second. This is a huge... Those of you guys who have been watching this channel, right? 2222, right? This angel number in particular. Those of you guys who are unfamiliar with angel numbers are a very common way in which our angels and guides can communicate with and to us through repetitive numbers that have a significant meaning that allows them to communicate a message, okay? So if you look up the meaning of 222 online on Google, it may not be exactly what your angels want to communicate, but it may capture the essence of what your angels want to share with you. Okay? and they'll lead you to the right one, the right definition of what someone posts in order to go to the right one. Okay. This is February 2nd, 2022. 02222. I think all those things. Energetically speaking, before I get into the astrology, this is the last day of what the past may have represented to you that affects you here and now any longer. It's the Two of Swords energy, the advice card that came out, Two of Swords energy, to trust and allow that the past that has affected you up until now, currently, will not affect you anymore, or choosing to not allow that anymore. It's a choice. It is a choice that will be given to you as to whether or not you choose to let that go, or you choose to bring that in or keep it. It's almost like what I'm seeing is the divine, the universe, God is going to pull this energy away from you. And he's going to say, you don't have to live with this anymore. This is no longer you. This is no longer relevant to you. Do you want to let this go, or do you choose to continue to define yourself or your choices with this energy here and now? This is the essence of the 222 portal coming up, energetically speaking. Okay. We have Mars conjunct Venus. Wow. In Capricorn. And I suppose what this is going to relate to on 2222 or 222. I'm not sure if it's 4 or 3 twos right now. With Pluto, Mercury, and Juno here. Look, Juno just moved into Aquarius, 0 degrees. So Juno, for the first time, the asteroid of marriage, the asteroid of twin souls, twin flames, soulmate, your person of love, a true love relationship, really, is moving into a new chapter. And you have an opportunity to go with it and to create from scratch, they're saying, a new chapter moving forward where everything will be completely different. I'm not sure how this is going to happen, but this is the energy that they're saying. If you do allow it, if you choose it actively, if you choose it, if you say yes, there'll be an opportunity on this day to say yes on this particular day. Okay. And this choice will allow you to shed what is currently keeping you from being even closer, even more aligned with your other half, your masculine or your feminine. Either that part of yourself and or the external representation of your other half. If you're feminine, you're masculine. If you're masculine, you're feminine. Both parties will have an opportunity to let something go that will allow them to be even more aligned and close to the love that they are meant to be with, their soulmate, their person, their twin soul, their twin flame, and create a new chapter from scratch together, moving forward, and let everything else go. This is a big shift, a big choice, and a big change, and nothing will be the same after this. It's a very powerful one. So I hope we're all ready. February 2nd, 2022. Big, big day. Good. This may be a mental, right? A mental realization, a perception change, a meditation. I recommend doing some type of inner check-in with yourself. Maybe go out, have a hike, spend some time with yourself, spend some time in contemplation. Journaling is a really good one, speaking things out and really allowing yourself to come into that particular choice or perception and create something new. That's really what this is asking for, this 0222. All right. February 3rd, finish up the week here. Thank you, Ida. I appreciate that. Yes, Ida's right. If you guys want a reading or you guys want to work with me, you can check the link in my bio. It goes to brandontobias.com, and I do one-on-one sessions, monthly containers, and personal readings. All available for you guys there. February 3rd. So the guides, obviously 222 is important, but they really actually, if I'm being honest, because I always listen to them on what dates to stop on, all right? I'm a little lazy as a human, and sometimes I just say, hey, do you guys want to just lead me to, especially when I'm getting tired, to lead me to the next date you want me to talk to. And they told me the 3rd of February. Okay. And they're pointing my attention here. Sun conjunct Saturn. Sun conjunct Saturn squaring Uranus. You want to talk about a societal shift on this day. Something that is going to shake things up in a very pronounced way. All right? This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm hearing. Something that will shake things up in a very pronounced way, not necessarily a pleasant way, okay? Saturn conjunct the Sun in Aquarius at 15 degrees each, squaring Uranus at 10 degrees. This is a lot of friction. This is a lot of tension. This is a lot of energy. This is a lot of buildup, all right? Not to mention Moon is conjunct Neptune here. You know, what's interesting here, guys, is, and this, I'm not going to make this political, but I looked at President Biden's chart briefly, and I remember seeing Neptune was in his 10th house. And I remember someone saying what he ran on, or something he said was he was the soul of the nation or something like that. And I don't know. So it just makes me feel Moon in Pisces here conjunct Neptune, Saturn conjunct the Sun with Uranus here in Taurus. I think there's a connection there. I think there's a connection between President Biden and the Earth, and something being done to shake things up in a dramatic fashion that will leave us a bit shaken. Let's just put it that way. Okay. That's the best way I can put it around the energy. The way I sense this or channel this, guys, is I kind of feel into the energy of what they're saying, feel into the energy of each particular alignment, and I just speak what comes to heart. Okay. And this is something that is quite moving, I'd say, maybe even a bit sad. So keep your eye out on that. February 3rd, 2022. I think these things are going to change pretty dramatically, and we've got to be ready. So I'd say the best way to prepare for this is just be strong. Be strong in your own confidence, in your own faith, in your own life, in your own security, in your own livelihood as well. Okay, be strong and confident, and be ready for whatever. That's what I'll say. Be ready for whatever it takes to move forward. February 3rd, 2022. Okay. There, of course, is Venus in front of Mars, leading the way, right? Feminine leading the masculine. All right. Look at this, too. I didn't see this. Lilith here in Gemini, squaring Moon conjunct Neptune. Lilith here is a darker aspect of ourselves, darker aspect of the collective, of the feminine specifically, that is meant to or intends to, in some ways, manipulate, destroy, harm, or gain power through her own seduction or her own initiative for the self that has turned rotten, so to speak. Okay, that has turned rotten or has turned against the light. Now, we all have Lilith inside of ourselves. We all have Lilith in some part of our chart, but it represents really the aspect of ourselves that's gone bad, or has a tendency to go bad, or has a tendency to be so hurt, so ashamed, so embarrassed that she may have turned, that part of ourselves may have turned against another part, right? And it's not something that we can not have, right? It's a part of all of us, but we have to recognize where this is. So Lilith in square with the Moon and Neptune in Pisces here, while Saturn and the Sun are squaring Uranus here. Something collectively that may be spoiled or rotten, or may have rebelled or turned against something else of the light, may be causing a lot of friction collectively and societally that may be leaving things shaken. And I suspect that the part of our existence, the part of our society that has gone rotten, or that is rotting to the core, that we will be exposed to the shaking of, is the part of us that is in control and also direction directionally controlling the top tiers of society. The top tiers of society. So through the mind, okay? Through the mind. So Lilith here in Gemini represents a part of the mind, or the part of the mental aspect of the top tiers of society having gone rotten or having created its own rot that is in a strong friction with what the true soul of the nation really wants or really is. Moon and Neptune in Pisces represents the true soul of a person, true soul of a people, true soul of society. Lilith here, the rotten part of something or someone in Gemini, representative of the mind, in stark friction with this intention of the soul of the world or the soul of the nation. And this is the thing this is the thing that my girlfriend just got home. This is the thing that is going to be causing quite a bit of a shakeup here, likely on the 3rd of February, 2022. Okay. All right, let's finish out here. 6th. Yeah, they know I'm tired, so it's time to move on. Last day here, February 6th, is what they said. So Moon in 29 degrees. This is where they want to show me. Moon in 29 degrees Aries. Okay. Making a square over here to Juno and Pluto in Aquarius. Juno's moving along 1 degree Aquarius right here. Moon in Aries. About to cross over into Taurus. All right. The reason they showed me this is because the moon represents our inner emotions. And Aries is a very masculine, cardinal, fiery, sometimes angry sign. Not angry is a shadow aspect of Aries, right? Anger is a shadow aspect of Aries, meaning aggression. Okay, the will to kill, to, shut something down, let's just say. Moon at 29 degrees. Anytime a planet is about to go into the next sign, just before it shifts in a big way, something significant shifts as well. Something changes to align with the new energy of where a planet wants to finish. Okay. Now, this, they're saying, is emotional. It's a collective anger or apprehension or vengeance of sorts that is going to want to arise, that is going to want to be a little nasty. All right. So whatever happens earlier in that week, the February 3rd, February 4th, right? Aries Aries here at 29 degrees, there's this rising anger, this rising vengeance, this rising nastiness that wants to also manifest itself. That's in stark contrast with the transformation we're undergoing when it comes to love and relationship. So this is one thing that they want to caution is on and around this day, this week. It is important to feel passion. It's important to feel something. It's important to feel drive and even to feel your emotions, anger, vengeance, all these things. But it's also important to feel into the deeper aspects of what and why something is making you angry, if it is making you angry, and to transmute that into a higher level of purpose, a higher level of passion. Possibly see where the anger leads down and how it truly makes you feel. That whatever is causing that or seems to cause that is doing, okay, in actuality. This is the recommended step of reflection before and so that this anger doesn't take over our heart, our souls, our love, and our oneness as a people. We must always remember on this day and ever forth the oneness we have as a people, the oneness we have as a collective nation, a collective soul, and a world as well. And before turning on one another, we must transmute and recognize and realize deep inside of ourselves the thing that drives that passion and what change it wants to bring forth before being overcome or overtaken by it. And this is what the lesson on the 6th, with Moon 29 degrees Aries in conjunction with or squaring parts of ourselves and the earth, collectively and within society wants to show us on this day. Thank you. All right. Cool. Whew. All right, guys. That was the Twin Soul Tarot, the weekly horoscope. I want to pause and say thank you guys so much for watching so far. I'm going to be on a little bit longer. I want to do a quick Q&A. That was a lot of channeling, a lot of a live stream, so I'm feeling a little bit worn out. But I always want to reserve questions for you guys, your Q&A, your questions, sharing comments if you guys resonated with something, if you have a question about the reading, about the astrology, about the implications, about what I meant by something, about your twin soul, soulmate, divine counterpart journey, about your purpose. All of these things I'm open to answering and to helping give guidance if you guys are wanting it. But overall, I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and my soul. Thanks you for being here today, for supporting me, whether you gave me a donation or not, or you just listened, whether you said anything or you did not, and you participated and you received the blessings. Thank you so much for allowing me to express my gifts and who I am and what I have to bring here to the world. I truly would not be here if it were not for you and if it were not for Paula. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to step into this. It is truly an honor, and I mean that when I say that. So let me see. With that being said, how many of you guys have questions and what I can answer for you guys if you have questions about anything I said. First question, Maraz752. Where can I find my life purpose? I highly recommend, Maraz, looking into astrology. Astrology was one of the first ways in which I realized who I am and what I'm here to do on a soul level. I would get a reading and I would look for an astrologer that does soul purpose readings. Yes, it just so happens that I sell those and I offer those if you have the means to do it. I highly recommend that. I go through the chart, tell you exactly why you came here, what you're here to do, and what your highest potential destiny is if you choose to do it or pursue it. If you don't want to do that, that's perfectly okay. You don't need that. What you can do is you can ask for help from your body, specifically this lower part of your body. And you can ask, body, why am I here? What am I here to do? What have I experienced that is going to help me lead the world or change the world? What am I here to do of service, for entertainment, for enjoyment, and for energetic reciprocation? What are all these things I can do? What you do is while you say these things, you tap on your body. So you keep your attention focused on your soul. Your soul is in your body. It's not out here. Your soul's in your body. You're going to ask your body, why am I here? What am I here to do? Can you share with me who I really am? What is my purpose here? Why did I come? And listen for whatever comes through. Listen for feelings. Listen for words. Listen for knowingness. And listen for whatever else your body can clue you into. And this is one way that you can know at least your next steps, because not always will our soul or our higher selves or God reveal our full purpose to us. In fact, rarely does he do that. I know I haven't gotten that privilege, but he will reveal our next steps. And so all I can say is if you want to know your next steps, this is one thing you can do. Or you can get an astrology reading with myself or someone else who does soul purpose readings. There's many people out there who do this as well. And I recommend evolutionary astrology. It's a really cool, soul deep astrological school of thought. Thank you, Amber, for the donation, and I appreciate you too. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Jane. We received that. She says, thank you, Brandon. Blessings to you and Paula and the rest of the collective. Thank you so much. Thank you, Praga. I really appreciate that. It's okay. Money does not, look, playbacks are 777. Money does not necessarily equate to appreciation. I'm sure that all of us want to, at some point when we see a homeless person on the side of the road, give that person money. But another part of us knows that maybe we just don't have the funds to do so, or maybe there's just too many at this time homeless people to accept or give funds to. But it doesn't mean that we don't appreciate them. It doesn't mean we don't look at them as a human being because they're on the side of the road asking for money. You know what I mean? It just means that it's not the time. And so I know that you guys appreciate this. If you're here and if you're, participating or not participating, whether or not you donate, it's okay. I truly do mean that. So thank you. Amber, good question. So the Lilith and the sign in your birth chart is your shadow work. Good question. Yes and no. All right. Excuse me. Lilith is the part of ourselves that feels like she has been slighted in some way, shape, or form. It's also the part of ourselves that if left unaware, can turn on other parts of ourselves or cause sabotage or cause friction within our own selves and within our relationships in our life. Lilith energy. So, for example, let me take Lilith and Leo just as an example. I think Pragya said hers is in Leo. Yeah, Lilith and Leo and Mars and Leo. There you go. So there may be a deep part of herself that if left unchecked, right, this shadow aspect of herself could turn on those, right, that are using their power to abuse others or who have used their power to abuse her. And she may even have gone through aspects in her life where others in power, particularly masculine energy, have abused her in ways that have caused resentment or caused her to want to vengefully sabotage or get back to them if left unchecked. But in reality, it's those same aspects inside of her that she's waiting and wanting to really express on a soul level that is causing those same things to be attracted to her. Does this make sense? And Praga, feel free if you want to confirm or deny and say that's totally wrong. You're welcome to, if it resonates, if it doesn't resonate. But oftentimes, this is the aspect of Lilith. It's a deep, dark, hidden power that we have that, again, if left unchecked, could seek some type of sabotage, vengeance, or mission against that particular energy that she inhabits, So that's a very interesting shadow aspect, Pragya. So yeah, Amber, I would say it's a shadow aspect. I wouldn't necessarily say it's our whole shadow self, but I think it's derived from that. I do think it's derived from that. So I hope that makes sense. Amira says, I'm so happy that you are reunited with your twin flame. You were with us when you were in separation. You shared your experience with us. Yes, I did. I did indeed. So you guys got to see it all. And again, all the channeling, right? All that stuff led to what you see today. Hi. You want to come say hi? Or no, you don't want to come say hi. She's standing in the background and she's looking beautiful, but she's shy. How was your day? Okay. She gives double thumbs up. Can I help you? Oh, just un busito. Bye. Okay, let's see. So, can you tell more about Juno? Okay, so yes. So Juno is the sign or the energy that is most compatible in a long-term fashion for your individual soul. That the energy that your soul is designed to be in collaboration with for a lifetime. Okay, so it's the unique type of energy that fits in well, that has a long-term stability or connection regarding love itself, true love itself together. Juno is typically a happy and an exciting and a prosperous partnership of sorts. That in conjunction with the harder growth aspects defines the twin soul connection in the astrology charts. Okay. Good question. We have Deirdre Banning, I think it is. Yeah, Deirdre Banning's 811. I've been feeling more connected to my healed feminine a lot lately. Why is this? The feminine has gone through and is still going through quite a bit of inner transformation lately. Ceres with the North Node means that the feminine here truly is leading the collective in terms of her inner progression. She's leading the world as well, and the masculine energy upwards through her downward exploration. Okay. downward, meaning her connection to earth, meaning her connection to her roots, meaning her connection to her inner feminine energy. Okay. What it's trying to do, Dietra, for you and every other feminine here is as she grows stronger in her own connection to earth and this part of herself, she also allows for everything else around her to evolve and shift. Remember, in the channel astrology, the earth, and in the channel messages, the earth herself is shifting, not just the feminine. The earth herself is going through a huge dynamic. So it makes sense that the feminine in her connection to the earth is also shifting everything about herself and her polarity, and using or relying on that in order to lead the way, right? In terms of the direction of where we're all going together. But it does start with the feminine, and the feminine does lead the way for all these things. Okay. All right, last few questions, guys. I appreciate these questions. These are awesome questions. If I had more energy, I would be all over it, but that was a long one. It's so accurate, you have no idea. Ironically, the person I believe I have some sort of soul tie has a north node there, so I look forward to work on that aspect of myself. That's awesome. Yeah, that's how you know, Pragya, for sure. That's a twin flame energy. Awesome, Amber. Suzanne, I thank you for your question. Suzanne says, how do we know if it's a twin flame or a fake twin flame? That's a great question. You're probably not going to know. Okay. You're probably not going to know. And I'll tell you guys this. I was going to share this when I believe Amira said this, because Amira said, you were talking to us when you were in separation from your twin, right? And the truth is that, here's what's crazy, is that me as a human, all right, I was personally convinced that someone who was not my twin flame was my twin flame. And it turns out she was the false twin flame. But the channelings that were received through all of that time channeling was really talking about who I'm with now, Paola, and the connection that we would share, which is a true 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles relationship. So my human brain had no idea, because it's not supposed to have any idea, who the real one is and who the real one isn't. You only know when it's here. You only know when it's really arrived, the truth of it. And the truth is, you will never know until you get it, or until you, not get it, but you are in it, or you have opened yourself enough to be able to be in it or be connected with her or him, that it's impossible to know. And I wish I could tell you otherwise. I wish I could tell you there's some secret formula to knowing. But the truth is, the person oftentimes that comes just before the actual twin flame is so convincing. They're so alike. They're so similar in their energy that it's almost impossible to tell. And that is exactly what I was going through. And even though the messages that I was channeling were accurate, they were speaking about a completely different person in a completely different situation that I was attributing to the false twin flame. Does this make sense so far? So I just want to share with you guys, it's okay. It's okay if you don't know. And you're probably not going to know until you know. But just know that the real thing is unexplainably, it's not explained by words. It's not explained by words or mental faculties. It's just something you know deep inside. It's something you know deep inside that is irrefutably true. And it's, when we're going through the journey, it's almost impossible to know what the difference between that is and the energy from which I speak, that and a hopeful energy or an emotional energy or an illusion energy, right? Or my mind's energy of saying, yeah, she really does feel like she's the one. Like, I think she's the one. I feel that she's the one, right? I think it's going to be, but versus like, she was not the one, right? It's that shift in knowingness, if that makes sense. If you guys can feel the difference in that, that denotes how you know. And I know that's not a specific answer, but if I'm being honest with you guys, there's no way to give a specific answer. And any twin flame channeler, reader, masculine or feminine who's in a situation will tell you the same thing. It's almost like you're meant to go through the trials of your own experience yourself without knowing how it is going to play out or having someone confirm for you, so that you can become your own guide and your own leader. And this is what the journey is all about, because when you can become your own best leader and guide, you can guide others too. And this is what it is all about. You're stepping into your greatest purpose for the world, and you do it through the twin flame journey. Okay? So I hope that helps. Michelle says, is it true that I will not know until we meet in the real? The biggest thing I can share with you is that what typically happens is that, particularly with the feminine energy, she often knows that there's a feeling or an essence of the person that she's meant to be with that is in her, or that she feels or she knows, even if she hasn't met him yet. If she's connected enough deep within her soul, and she asks, and she really is true to herself, she knows what this person is already. She can see and feel his essence, what he is, who he is, what he does. She's always known who this is. If they are truly incarnated on earth together, this knowledge is available to her at any time. And this is part of what she's meant to know. And this is why so many feminines are here on the journey. Now, the question really is, does she believe? Does she have faith in these feelings? Does she have faith in her own knowingness? Does she have faith in her own intuition about the truth of who she's meant to be with and who this is? And once that is integrated, once that's become firm, when she does meet this person, she knows as well. She knows that this is the person that she's been waiting for. See? She just knows, because she remembers. She remembers first. She remembers first, and she recognizes this person that she's always had embedded in her soul anyways, but that her logical mind or her experiences have maybe prevented her from realizing until she actually sees or meets him. Okay? And many of you guys know what I'm talking about when you know you and you know. Okay? Okay. I hope this is helping, guys. This is, again, this is coming from both channel guidance, but also being in a twin flame relationship, being the masculine in a twin flame relationship, 222 right here. So this is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to help people come together to find their person so we can all change the world. All right. This is my service to you guys, my service to the earth. And I'm very grateful to be doing this. And I'm very grateful that we signed up for this, because it's amazing. So I hope it's helpful. Genuinely, I do hope it's clarifying for you guys. All right. I'll do one more question. Cheryl's worried that I look like her son at 33 years old. Let's see. One more question. All right. Jordan, I'll do your question. Thank you for all these live sessions and sharing your gifts. I'm curious if you guys have any messages for me regarding my twin flame and the change coming into my life. I do, and I don't know why I chose this, Jordan. I typically don't do personal readings on these live streams, but I feel there's a channel message for you specifically that's going to apply to everyone on here, or many people on here, and so I will answer those questions for you specifically. The big change for you, Jordan, that I can feel is applying to those on here as a last message here to answer your question. There's going to be no more need very soon to worry about this. The time is coming where the change or the clarification will be very real. It will be very tangible, and you won't have to wonder about this anymore. You won't have to worry about it. You won't have to think too much about it. It will just be, and it will just go, and it will just be there. It will just move forward. Okay. Whatever it is your journey is meant to be, wherever it's meant to go, whoever you're meant to be with, that will be very clear. That will be very given to you. It will be shown and revealed to you. And then the only thing left to do is to go do it, to go be it, to go for it, to go for it. That's the word, to go for it, Jordan. This is the biggest change I can say, is that there will be no more of the need to contemplate or worry or wonder or think about or to create. It will simply be, and you will simply go for it, go in it, okay? And this change will be happening very soon. Should you allow the change on the 222 portal to manifest or to integrate, to let go of the old part of yourself that did not believe in this particular journey. That's the change. That's the shift here and now, both for Jordan and for those of you who resonate here on the Twin Soul journey. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the support. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already, please do so. Please give it a like as well. It really helps this channel out to thrive. Thank you guys on TikTok. If you haven't followed me on BT Speaks, my Instagram, go ahead and follow me on BT Speaks, all one word. Subscribe to the channel, Brandon Tobias' Twin Soul Tarot. There will be these weekly live streams as well as more twin flame readings for the collective coming up throughout the week to help give you guys guidance on your twin soul and life purpose journey here and now. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.